The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, I'm Alicia Curry, and I'm here to influence, educate, inspire, and entertain you with Audacious Confidence. Audacious Confidence is the unshakable belief in yourself that's so bold and so daring that you live your life without limits or restrictions. So join me on my show, Unleash Your Audacious Confidence, so we can discover the unknown you. Call in to join the conversation at 888-565-1470. Let's get started. Hey, everybody. It is Monday. Alicia Curry here with Unleash Your Audacious Confidence. And I just want to welcome you to the show. I did mention that I am actually in Las Vegas right now, but I pre-recorded the show so that you would have a brand new show to watch today, Monday. And I have some interesting news to share with everyone. You know, this is the month of May. This is my birth month, which I love the month of May. There's so much great things about the month of May, other than me being born on May. But this month, I celebrated the 1-year anniversary of my show. And at the end of this month will be my final show for the year, well, for the summer at least. I am going to take a break, and so I'm going to take a break at the end of May. So stay tuned for when we come back on air and what we're going to do. But I am so thankful for everybody who has joined me this past year for my show. I really appreciate it. And I am so thankful for those of you who listen every single Monday on 95.3 FM or 1470 AM. 1470 AM, yes, or on the iHeartRadio app, or also those of you who tune in and watch me live on Facebook. Thank you so much. Love you guys. Love you all who also tune in on Periscope and YouTube. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for always continuing to help me grow and stretch and bring better content to you as much as I possibly can. So there are a couple things that I'm going to talk to you about on the show today. It's just me. I don't have an extra guest in the studio, so I hope that's okay. I'm going to talk about a couple experiences I've had, as well as I'm going to do some recaps of some of my favorite moments for the last year of guests that I've had on the show and people that have given me these aha moments or changed my perspective on certain things. So I wanted to go over some of those with you today on tonight's show. And I will be, I'm there in the chat. If you're watching live on Facebook, I'm there in the chat with you. So you can always ask questions or leave comments, and I will reciprocate. So a couple weeks ago, I was given this amazing gift by Katrina of Katrina Teak Spa here in Boca. And she gave me a facial, and it was so amazing. It was so wonderful. And she's such a beautiful person inside and out. She allowed me to use her spa to do makeup for a client that I had that was doing a photo shoot here in Boca. And it was just so wonderful that she offered me the spa treatment, the facial, and I wanted to just let you guys know how incredible the Katrina Teak Spa is here in Boca. So if you're in the South Florida area, if you're in Boca, you really need to go experience this for yourself. And I put up the before and after picture actually on Facebook, and I can put it up again for you to see how my skin was just glowing. It was just so amazing. It felt so wonderful. So what she does, it's completely customized. Every facial that she does for you is completely customized. It's to your skincare needs. She also she's been highly trained. She's highly skilled in the European skincare methodology, as well as she uses the top products that are out there, the biologic products that are out there on the market right now. It is one of the best skincare products that is out on the market. But she customizes, she blends and customizes everything just for you. And it is a very high-end spa, a very high-end treatment that celebrities come to her spa to get. She actually has a backdoor entrance just for them who don't want to walk through the front door. So it is very high-end, but her prices are very reasonable. So you're getting a high-end treatment, but you're not paying exorbitant prices for such a luxury treatment. So this is a great gift for anyone. I know Mother's Day was just a week ago, but listen, you can still give your mother a gift of this spa treatment, this facial treatment at Katrina Teak. And I have that information up on my website, Katrina Teak. I have the phone number and I have the address there. The address is actually 807 East Palmetto Park Road in Boca. And the number is 561-931-2156. So if you want to make an appointment, if you want to find out more, it is extremely worth it to go and enjoy just this luxury treatment. Your skin will feel amazing. You will feel amazing. This show is all about boosting confidence. And what makes you feel more confident than having beautiful, glowing skin that you know has been nourished and hydrated and looks phenomenal, you know? So go to Katrina Teak, call them, visit them, take care of yourself, take care of your skin, even buy yourself that gift if you like. So I said I was celebrating 1 year of shows, and there are so many topics. Listen, this topic of confidence, there are so many different areas that affect your confidence. And I hope throughout this year, I have opened your eyes a little bit in some of those things that you probably never even thought about that can affect your own confidence. I mean, I just love this topic, and I love when I get comments from all of you who are watching and listening that tell me how much it has impacted you and how exciting it is, and the guests that I've brought on. So I'm going to kind of do it's not Thursday, so I can't say Throwback Thursday, but I'm going to give you a little throwback from a year ago and take you through some of the topics that we talked about that have impacted, and I'll give you the episode. So if you want to go on YouTube and actually watch the episode again, if you missed that episode, or if you saw it but you want to see it again, I'll give you the episode number and you could go to my YouTube channel. I always get tongue-tied when I say YouTube. My YouTube channel, and check it out. So one of the beginnings of the show, I talked to Davika, one of the Wonder Twins. Love you, Davika. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And we talked about beauty at any size. You know, there's this whole movement now of accepting the body that you're in, no matter the size, the color, the shape, just really loving the body that you're in. Because my philosophy has always been that beauty comes in all different shapes and sizes. And so you have to have your own sort of concept of beauty, you know, for yourself, and not beauty as everybody else sees it, how the magazines or media or anybody else portrays it, because you'll always be lacking in some area, because none of us are perfect. So, you know, you have to decide what is beautiful about you. And so that was episode 3. And I talked to Davika, and we talked all about body image, because the Wonder Twins are on a mission to really get people to love the body that they're in. So, and then one of the other episodes that I really enjoyed was with Tally Warmer, and that was episode 12, where we talked about water, how simple drinking water, consuming water, and having yourself hydrated, how important that is in building your confidence, because when you're hydrated and your skin looks good and you feel really good and your body feels good and your joints work well. And we talked about not just hydrating yourself with any water, but we talked about alkaline water and the benefits of having alkaline, and not just alkaline, but water that's also, it's antioxidant water. So it's antioxidant and it's alkaline, and how important that is for the body and the function of the body to help you really maximize the functions of your body. And it's great for your skin. That was episode 12 with Tally. Now, episode 15, I love this girl, Kiki Ramsey. She showed us how to reframe your past. Kiki Ramsey, as a child, she overcame such a horrific childhood with a mom. You know, she talks openly about this, that her mom was on drugs. Her mom was strung out on drugs most of her childhood, and what that was, and how she slept on the sofa of a crack house most of her childhood. And how she decided, she made a decision that that was not going to define her, that she was not going to allow that childhood to define who she was going to be. And she created this massive business for herself, empowering other women. And that was episode 15 with Kiki Ramsey. So if you are struggling right now with your past or your childhood, or wondering, how do you overcome something that happened to you as a child? How do you overcome something horrific? You know, go back to episode 15 and listen to Kiki Ramsey's story and how she found the courage and the confidence to not allow that to define her, but to move forward and really become an impactful person in other people's lives. And I just love Kiki. And then I had my guest, Sherry Kane, and that was episode 19. And Sherry Kane talked about self-love and how vital it is to love yourself. You know, I talked about giving yourself a facial. Go getting a facial at Katrina Teague's boutique, at Katrina Teague's spa, and how that really makes you feel great about yourself. You know, Sherry Kane talks a lot about building your confidence through self-love. And I just love that. I also talked to Pat Rogers. Oh my gosh, she is a firecracker. Pat Rogers, who's been on my show 3 different times. Yes, she has. Pat Rogers, she was there on episode 21 and episode 23 in particular by herself, talking about confidence to rebuild or build something after retirement. How do you find the confidence to just go out there and start something new after retirement? You know, I love Pat. She is such an inspiration. She does not stop. I call her the Energizer Bunny because she just keeps going and going and going. And she is learning new things and building off of things and growing so incredibly from taking that leap of faith after working in the prison system for 30 years, 29 years, I believe it was. Working in the prison system, and I'm just going to take a sip of water because I've just been talking, and I've not been breaking. See, I talked about water, and I I needed some. But episode 21 and 23 was Pat Rogers talking about starting her own business and having a business with Legal Shield, and then transitioning that as well to owning a business where she does all these amazing events for business owners and entrepreneurs, or people who want to become business owners or entrepreneurs. See, she is using her gifts and her talents to help other people start their own business. And episode 27, I talked to Dr. Jenna, my chiropractor. She is my chiropractor now because a few weeks ago I was in a car accident. I had someone hit me from behind, and she's been treating me for the last few weeks, and will continue to treat me for a few more weeks to get my spine back in alignment. And Dr. Jenna talked, you know, this is all about confidence. And if your spinal column is not aligned right, she talked about subluxation of the spine, and what that does is it pinches certain nerves, and so the messages that run down your spinal column aren't getting to your brain, or there's some disconnect somewhere, and you can find yourself in pain in different areas, or your body's just not functioning right, or your mind isn't as clear. You're not thinking as clearly because there are these little pinches in your spinal column, and you need to make sure that those are aligned right. And so she taught us all. That was a big eye-opener. I know that I talk about posture, and I talk about confidence with your posture, your physical posture. And she went even deeper than that, talking about the medical effects of bad posture and how it can really physically affect you and affect the way your brain is functioning and how your body functions. And so all that is part of building confidence. And Dr. Jenna was on episode 27. So you can learn all about subluxations and how to relieve that pressure and how to really allow your body to function the way it was meant to function. So Dr. Jenna, I love talking to Dr. Jenna. I go there 3 times a week and get cracked, like lay down on the table, like, and you just hear all these cracks, in my neck, my back. It's amazing. So I love Dr. Jenna, and that was really an incredible interview with her. If I am talking too fast, it's because I'm excited about this show, and I'm excited about the guests that I've had. And I want to try to get through this before the show is, my time is up. So episode 28, I spoke to Dr. Sam Sirio. And Dr. Sam and I had a really revealing conversation about unhealed sexual hurts that are causing so many women and men to lack self-esteem. Sometimes you've had a trauma in your childhood, or a trauma even as an adult, a sexual trauma, and it has affected the way you interact with people. It has affected your confidence in the way you interact, and affected your confidence in your own self-esteem and in relationships and how you relate one to another. And that was a really eye-opening interview with Dr. Sam. And that was episode 29. And if you can go back and listen to that episode, Dr. Sam and I talked a lot about, he gave some examples about women who, once they've been healed from a lot of these traumas in their life, these sexual traumas, how they were able to relate with even other women on a different level, and how it really affects your self-image and your self-worth and your self-esteem and your confidence. And so, go back and look at that episode if you missed it, episode 28, with Dr. Sam. And episode 29, Ron Harvey joined me, and he talked all about confidence coming from competence. Sometimes if we have a skill and we have a talent and we have a gift and we do it enough and we become really competent and really proficient in it, that really builds confidence. And that is so true. When you are competent in something and when you know it, you have that swag. You have that swagger, and you can say, oh yeah, I know how to do that and stuff. Even doing this radio show, my first couple shows when I did them on my own, I didn't have as much, I wasn't as comfortable as I am right now doing this radio show by myself. And so competence, building that up and being able to sit here in front of a microphone and talk to you and talk to you and talk to you, it has become a lot more comfortable for me. And so my confidence has even built in doing this radio show. And I love doing it. And yes, I'm taking a break from it, but I will be doing it again in some form or fashion. So it's not that I'm going away from it completely. I'm just taking a little break from it. So competence and confidence. So that was episode 29 with Ron Harvey. And guys, I've done 55 episodes of this show. So how cool is that? Episode 30 was with one of the sponsors of my show, Dr. Vivian White. She is my dentist. So A lot of people say, oh, you have such a great smile. Dr. Vivian is my dentist in Miami. You need to go see her. She is just phenomenal. She takes care of your teeth from childhood to adulthood. She does everything from implants to cleanings to braces, fast braces, dentures. You know, she does it all in her practice. And she's really phenomenal. She's a whole lot of fun. Her office is really cool for kids. She also went through a situation when she was younger where she had a horrific experience with the dentist, and it's made her become a compassionate dentist. So if you have a fear of dentistry, if you have a fear of going to the dentist, she is really the perfect dentist for you to go to, because she knows where you're coming from. And so she can help you with your dentistry. And she talked about how much your smile affects your confidence. And it is so true. When you don't have confidence in your smile, you don't feel good about yourself, and you don't portray that confidence to others. I had trouble with my smile for a long time as a child. In my childhood, I broke my tooth when I was 6 years old, and I didn't like to smile. And, you know, I felt like my teeth were bigger than my face. So I did not like to smile, because I felt like when I smiled, all you saw were teeth and you didn't see the rest of my face or anything else. So finally, thank God, I grew my face and my head grew into my smile. So, but your smile really portrays confidence. So I really don't know how much time I have left, but I'm going to keep talking until they tell me. Episode 33. So episode 30 was all about your smile. Episode 33, I had Laura Savino I met on LinkedIn, and Laura talks about organization and how organizing your space, organizing things really helps boost your confidence, because you know where everything is and you're not in clutter, and you can think clearly and you can operate in your space better, and how important organization is for confidence. You know, all these things, we learned about all these little things that can really help boost your confidence in different ways. So organization is really important. So that was episode 33 with Laura Sorvino. And then on episode 41, 43, 44, and 45, those episodes in the 40s, I spoke to different women who were guests on my show, who stepped away from their comfort zones and did things that they normally wouldn't do. And it boosted their confidence 100-fold. I mean, my friend Cindy, she called into the show. She is out there now, traveling the world, empowering other business owners, empowering other people in finance, in time management, helping them understand how to work more efficiently and effectively in teams. And she had a great job. She loved the job she was in, but she felt a call to do something bigger. And now she's stepped out and she's traveling the world doing things. You know, I spoke to so many women who left where they were and what they were doing to start something, to go off and do something new and different and exciting. And so, you know, sometimes it's really great to step out of your comfort zone. And when you step out of your comfort zone, you start seeing a possibility for yourself that you never thought that existed. Even I had a couple of my clients that appeared on my show that I booked them on television, and that was something they never thought they could do. They never thought they could do an interview on TV, let alone a television show on CBS, you know, be on the news on CBS. And that was stepping way, way out of their comfort zone. But that boosted their confidence so much. And so those episodes, I spoke to some of those women that stepped way out of their comfort zone to do something that they never thought that they would ever do. And then on episode 46, I spoke to Cutie Patootie, Colby Jones. Colby, we talked about traveling, confidence in traveling, and especially in cruising. If you've never been on a cruise before and you are a little apprehensive, I spoke to Colby. So if you're interested in taking a cruise for the summer, Colby broke it down for you. He talked all about cruising, finding the best cruises, what to pack, what to bring for you if you get seasick. We went through soup to nuts on cruising, and that was episode 46. So I'm trying to get the last few in before my time is up. Episode 48 and 50, I got just a few minutes. I think I'm going to get it done. Yay! Episode 48 and 50, I spoke about building a strong core for yourself with your posture and how that begins to build a brand for you. And core meaning your confidence. Hello, that's what the show's about. How you're oriented. We also talked about your results that you get. What are your results? And what is your relevance to your audience and your business and your industry? How are you relevant? We also talked about the 2 E's, which are expertise and experience. What is your expertise and what is your experience? And when you're able to articulate those things and you're able to build out those things, then you have a solid core and then you have great posture moving forward in your business. And so core is really important. Episode 51, we talked about overcoming adversity and really believing in yourself to move forward and do the things that you really want to do in your life. And that's so important. And the last episode I'm going to reference is with Courtney Coleman, and I will be on her summit. I'll be on her summit this week. Actually, her summit launches this week. And Courtney Coleman, if you go to my website, acradio.live, you'll be able to see what's going on. So Courtney Coleman, we talked about knowing who you are as a foundation to building your own confidence, really knowing yourself and who you are. And so I hope you like that wrap up. Go to my YouTube channel. Look at these episodes again. They were phenomenal. They were really eye-opening. And so thank you so much for joining me today, and check out Courtney's summit. Information is on my website, acradio.live. And thank you again. And I will see you next week with another live show with a great, great guest. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. Thank you for joining me. And I'll see you next time. Bye. My friend always says to me, we have a finite number of minutes to spend. And just like you can only spend $1 once, you can only spend 1 minute once. It's your choice. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for choosing to spend some of your minutes with me on my show. I wish you love, health, and happiness to live your life with audacious confidence. I love you, and we'll see you next time.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strict